Are you concerned about negative entities attempting to feed off of your energy? I have a solution for you that I'll be sharing with you in this video. I sometimes get questions from people on this topic. Some people have asked about archons, the real purpose of the moon. Some people have had concerns about what they call the reincarnation soul trap. There are other variations on this theme. The essence is that there are negative entities who are attempting to feed off of the energies of the individuals. Well, I want to be clear that I do recognize that there are some people who are only interested in the cheap thrill of the drama of the scary story. They're not actually interested in a real solution, and so I have nothing for those people here. If you are someone who is looking for a real solution to the fear that you are experiencing, I can help. So I'm going to offer to you real knowledge that you can work with that can allow you to directly experience the real solution that you're looking for. This is not something that is likely to happen in an instant right now. It certainly could, but much more likely, this is something that you'll need to actually investigate repeatedly until it becomes clear to you in your actual experience. The key here is that it needs to be something that you actually know in your experience, not just something that you've heard or that is a fact in your mind. So hopefully that's clear. Now I'll share with you this knowledge. And it might seem a little strange at first. As you work with this, you'll see directly how this actually provides the solution that you're looking for. Now consider this. I assume that you have had dreams before, and notice that more often than not, most likely when you have dreamt during the dream, you believed yourself to be a character in the dream, and you believed that the dream world was happening outside of you. You believed that the things that were happening in that dream were happening to you. When you woke up, you realized, of course, that it was a dream, and that the nature of a dream is that it is happening in consciousness and it does not actually affect you. Hopefully that much is clear. Now, notice, how is it that you know about a dream? You'll probably have to recognize that the way you know about a dream is through your five senses. You see things, you hear things, you feel things, you perhaps taste and smell things. Just notice that that is the only way that you know about a dream. There is no other way that you know about a dream. You know about a dream through your five senses and no other way. Notice that you're experiencing the dream through the five senses, and more often than not, as that is happening, you mistake yourself to be a character in the dream, and you mistake that the dream world is outside of you and that the things are happening to you. When you wake, you realize that it was a dream, and even though you had thought that it was something happening objectively, when you wake, you realize that it was simply happening through the five senses in consciousness. Nothing that happened in the dream affected you. Anything that happened to the character in the dream did not happen to you. This is just a common experience, right? Hopefully this is clear to you. Now, notice that right now you probably think of this as a waking state. You think of this as a waking reality. Notice that right now, more likely than not, you think of yourself as being a particular character identified with a particular body, and you think of the world as being outside of you. you think of the things that are happening as happening to you. How do you know about all of that? Isn't it true that you know about all of that through your five senses? Just notice that that is true. You know about all of that through your senses. You know about the body through your senses. You know about the so-called objective world through your senses. All of this you know about through your five senses and in no other way. How can you know that what is happening right now is different than a dream? And the answer to that is you cannot. Notice again that when a dream is happening, more often than not, you believe that you are the character. You believe that the world is outside of you and the things that are happening to you. It seems to be real, the same as right now. Now, this is the knowledge. As I said earlier, just hearing this knowledge is unlikely to dramatically, instantaneously change anything for you and allow you to live free of fear. However, when you work with this knowledge consistently, you will discover the truth of this directly. So here's my recommendation. Get a notebook every day, perhaps first thing in the morning. Just investigate. How do I know about this reality? Is there any way for me to know about this reality other than through my five senses? Is there any way for me to know that I am indeed, in fact, this character that I take myself to be? When I reflect upon my dreams and the experience of the dream, and I compare that to the experience of this waking experience, is there any way for me to actually know that I am this character and that this world is outside of me and that it is as I have thought it to be? Is there any way for me to know that? And you will discover as you investigate this the actual nature of yourself, the actual nature of entities, and the actual nature of the world. You will discover through this investigation that the entities, any entities, are happening in consciousness the same as a dream. And that the you, any you mistake yourself to be, is happening in consciousness, experienced through the five senses. You will discover as you investigate this repeatedly over and over, it will become clearer and clearer that you are never anything that you are perceiving. Therefore, there is no need to fear. For those who are sincere, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to post them in the comments. I will do my best to read the comments and respond in some form or another. My intention is to help people to discover peace and to relieve themselves of fear. So if that is also your intention and you want support in that, then please post your sincere questions. I am certainly not interested in just engaging in debate for the sake of debate. If you want peace, it is available to you. If you have questions related to that, I will respond to you. And if you find this helpful, you may also find the ebook that I have available on my website, helpful. You can go to joylott.com, sign up for that there. That covers 5 of the fundamental laws that govern creation. That will be very complementary to what it is that I've described here. Thank you to you. Blessings to you. Bye for now.